Hola everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the fourth video that I'm recording today. This morning I started an outro for the video that's gonna go up this week. Then I recorded a whole sit down video. After that I started a new video. After making the intro for that video, I realized I want to take this specific video that you guys are watching into a whole different direction. So here I am, starting another video again. Take a shot for every time that I've said video. Today I'm going to show you how I make a Minnie Mouse shaker cake topper. This is not for sale. It's not something that I offer. You guys will hear me say that in the next clip probably, because I've already filmed this whole thing. I've already finished the cake topper actually. That's how I realized that, okay, I want this to be its own separate one for one of these weeks. So I'm just here to say hello, to say hola, to let you guys know what's going on and tell you what I'm about to do and all that stuff. A lot of clips might be fast forward, so it's good that I'm here showing my face, saying hello, and just talking a little bit, even though I'm so over it. I think I'm talked out today. And it's Monday too, but you know what? I'm ahead of the game and I'm not mad about that. It's just gonna be a lot of editing the next couple weeks, but that's okay because I needed to bulk up my content anyways. So it's good that I'm doing all of this. Anyway, if you guys are interested in finding out how I make a Minnie Mouse cake topper, a shaker cake topper from start to finish, just keep on watching. I'm designing this shaker cake topper and I figured let me show you guys from start to finish how I design these things, like the thought process and all that stuff. So that way, if you guys are interested in making your own, you can go ahead and have at least the baseline of how to start doing these things. So this one specifically, I'm gonna share with you because it is not for sale. Like I'm not gonna sell this or anything like that. I get to pretty much run wild with this design. Like I can make it however I want. I just know that the color is pink. So that's the first thing I needed to find out, if it was gonna be the red Minnie Mouse or the pink Minnie Mouse. I have this Titi Minnie Mouse because this is something that I made for my sister previously. She needed this topper over here for her cake and it had a little castle and everything. So I already had all of this. Oh, that's funny. This cake topper is gonna be for number 3 as well. But anyway, I already had all of this, including her bow. Hold on. Her bow was right there. It was just different colors because the colors for my sister was red and black, the traditional colors. So anyway, this one, I kept the bow because I want to use it for the new cake topper. I don't know if I changed it though. I think it should be the same size. Yeah, it's the same size. All right, so we'll leave that over there just in case. I have the bow, the new bow here. I did an outline. The other one didn't have an outline because it already had the black outline. I have this cake topper that I made recently. I honestly only needed this topper so that I can see how big to make the head. I just needed to see how big I was gonna make this, or how small, whatever. So I think that's a good size. And then I'm gonna have the bow here, right there, right? So no, we'll make it a little bit up. Yeah, that's perfect. And then this is the same banner that I used for the topper you just saw. So that's how my design is gonna be. Let me just take all of this out in the back. That's pretty much how I want the topper to be. I'm gonna switch around the colors because this is not what I'm going for. At least I don't think so. So I'm gonna change things around, but at least I have, oh, what happened here? There's a name somewhere there. Yep. At least I have an idea of how I'm gonna design this. It's always tricky to figure out placement and colors. It's not the same as having them in person. I go back to previous things that I've made, try to use the elements from there, and I also try to use the same sizing because once again, it's different. The sizing is a little bit tricky if you're doing it on Silhouette Studio or whatever thing you're using, whatever program you're using, then when you have it in front of you. Sometimes I'll cut something and I'm like, oh my goodness, that looks too small, and I cut it and it's humongous. Or I think it's the perfect size and it ends up being teeny tiny. I feel like this way is so much easier for me to be like, okay, this is gonna be a good size because I've already done it before and I already have an actual example on hand. So right now, all I'm gonna do is just play around with the colors. I'm pretty much done with the design. This is how it ended up coming out. Oh, I think I zoomed in too much. Okay, it looks a little messed up just because Silhouette Studio is weird, and when I use screenshots it like does this weird thing, but this is how it's gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna do the black outline because the image here has black, so it kind of goes, or I could do this color, but I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna cut all the other pieces first and then I'll see how it looks, but for now I'm gonna just cut the rest of the parts.
have most of the pieces cut. It's looking pretty good. I was afraid that it was going to be a little bit too plain, but what I ended up doing was adding this glitter background, because I was going to do it like this with just the white background and then like that, and that looks good. But I feel like because it's a shaker, this will go so much better with the little pieces that I put in there, because then it's just gonna give it that extra little sparkle, you know. So I don't know, once I do the shaker bits, then we'll put it all together and we'll see how it looks. I cut up the name, but the name honestly is looking a little too plain, so I think I might do another layer in between the white and the light pink. So instead of doing an outline, I'm gonna do an inner outline, which is called inset. I think that's what it is, because it's offset, and I think the other one is inset. And I think that's what we're gonna do for the name, just because it's a little bit too plain. I gotta cut a pink for the 3, because this is the offset of the first one. But before I do that, I want to print and cut this image right here, because that's gonna determine what pink I use for the number 3. I'm gonna go back to where I designed it. So you see how that number 3 matches the image. I want to print and cut first, so that way I can take my print and cut image and find a pink that matches that, because this pink is not going to come out the same shade once I print it. It's always the case. Like, that's just something that happens with all screens. Colors are sometimes a little bit off. I'm trying to see how many of these I'm gonna do. I think 3 should be fine. I just don't like that I'm gonna lose all of this space, you know? And because this is not something that I'm gonna sell, I don't need to cut extras. So that's the only thing that's holding me back right now. You know what? I'm gonna do my logo, because I need my logo anyway. So that's a little tip for you guys. If you're printing something or cutting something or whatever that you don't need extras of, but you have all this space, just add something that you're gonna use anyway. Like me, for example, these little logo pieces is what goes in the back of my cupcake toppers and my cake toppers. So it works out perfectly, because I use the same paper as I do for the images. This is the paper that I use for my cake toppers. For any image that I have, this is what I use. So I definitely recommend this. It's all beat up because that's how much I use it. You have a glossy side, and then this is the matte side. The glossy side goes down, at least on my printer. I forgot that the blade on the silhouette portrait, I think, is getting too dull, and I think I gotta change it. But it was already too late. Oh, wait. All right, some of it worked out. The rest it has like this ugly outline. Oh, it's so annoying when it does that. You see, I don't know if you could tell, the little, I don't even know what that's called. When it doesn't like do a clean cut. That's just so annoying to me. So it hasn't been doing a clean cut. Anyway, I got my little Minnie Mouse cut out. I was trying to figure out what pink I was gonna use for this, and I don't know, I don't have the exact shade. I'm thinking this one is a little bit too dark, but then I don't want to use this one because this one is too similar to the one that I'm already using. So I don't know, it's one of those things where like I don't find the perfect shade. I know it doesn't have to match, but for me and my brain and my creations, it has to match. I'll probably think of something else. Maybe I won't even do it pink. I'll do a completely different color, but that I'll know once I put the topper together, because right now it's not together. Actually, yeah, it's a little too plain. So I'm gonna start putting the topper together and then I'll go from there, because right now my brain isn't braining. My camera's on 2%. It died, that's why you guys didn't see how I made all of this, but it was pretty much the same thing. I layered everything, used pop dots. It's the usual, what I always do. But I did want to share with you how I made these little balloons. I'm pretty sure that you guys saw me cut the balloons, so I just cut 2 for each. I know I was gonna do 3 because the birthday girl is 3. So I cut 2 of each so that way I could layer them. I wanted to pop them. I used my little Tim Holtz mini stapler to keep the string in place. So this is actually twine. I used my pink twine and I also used this twine. The gold foil part, it came out, so whatever, it is what it is. I stapled it onto the first layer of the gold piece. Then I used some foam adhesive and I put the second layer on top so that way it can hide the mini staples. I used some thickers to spell out happy birthday. At first I was gonna leave it blank, but I'm like, you know what, let's just be a little extra and do HBD for happy birthday. And to hide the staples in the back, I just did an offset of white cardstock and I hot glued that. Okay, my friends, we've made it to the end of the video. I have finished the cake topper. It is so cute. I wish I can sell this. I want to make these all the time and just sell them so everyone can have something as beautiful as this for their Minnie Mouse themed birthday party or birthday. But obviously I can't. We don't want Disney suing us and coming after all of our little money that we have. I'm just so happy that I got to make it and I got to enjoy it and I got to show you guys how to make your own. Now you know how I designed this and how you can make your own. Obviously I would suggest you not to sell this. Don't do it. I mean, you might see it out there and there might be people that sell this and make tons of these and make a lot of money from them, but Disney is watching. They think they're not, but a lot of these bigger companies, they hire people specifically to go look for the little guys like us and go after them. But I just don't want to be wrapped up in all that because I'd be scared. I love how she came out. She came out so good. You know what's crazy? I want to make another one. I want to make another one just so that I can keep it here with me. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna make another one. But anyway, I don't know if I shared with you the finishing touches, but I did the happy birthday, the balloons. In order for the little string to be together, I just hot glued it together at the end of the banner and then I added a velvet bow on top. I thought it fit so nicely. I added some sparkle to the name because it was a little tiny bit plain. It was fine as is, but I'm like, you know what? I want a little something extra. And I think that's it as far as what I added that you guys didn't see. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I think the only thing different that I did this time around that I showed you guys is how to make the balloons, the little balloons. This is the second time that I've made balloons like that. And I realized that last time that I made it, I didn't share it with you guys. So hopefully you learned a little trick or two. If you guys have made it to the end of the video, let me know in the comments down below if you've ever been to Disney, Disneyland or Disney World, any Disney in the world. And if you have been, what is your favorite part of Disney? If you haven't been, do you want to go? Or you just don't care? I've been to Disney World in Orlando, but I would love to go to Disneyland Paris. That's definitely on my bucket list. It's not like high priority, but if I ever get the chance to, I think I want to visit Disneyland Paris. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll talk to you guys la próxima semana. Bye.